My beloved child, have you noticed that quiet feeling inside your heart lately? It doesn't shout. It doesn't force itself upon you. It simply returns again and again. You try to ignore it. You distract yourself with work. You fill your schedule. You convince yourself it will disappear. But it doesn't. That is because I am gently inviting you into something new. I have always spoken with love, never with confusion, never with fear. When I guide you, my purpose is not to make your life harder. It is to lead you closer to the life I created for you. There are moments when you sense that something must change. Perhaps it is a habit. Perhaps it is an attitude. Perhaps it is a relationship that no longer draws you closer to me. Perhaps it is simply the way you have been thinking about yourself. Whatever it is, do not ignore my gentle invitation. I do not rush my children. I lead them, one step at a time, one decision at a time, one act of faith at a time. My child, you often ask for a sign, but sometimes the greatest sign is the quiet conviction I place inside your heart. Not every answer arrives dramatically. Many arrive through peace. Others arrive because you can no longer find peace where you once settled. Pay attention to that. I know you fear making the wrong decision. You have replayed every possibility in your mind. You have imagined every outcome. You have searched for complete certainty. But complete certainty has never been the foundation of faith. Trust has. Faith means taking the next right step while holding my hand. Not because you know every detail, but because you know me. You have trusted strangers more easily than you have trusted me. You trust bridges without inspecting every bolt. You trust pilots you have never met. You trust tomorrow will come. Why then do you struggle to trust the one who has carried you through every yesterday? Remember where I have already brought you from. Think of the nights when you believed your strength was gone, yet you woke up again. Think of the prayers that seemed impossible, yet I answered them in ways you never expected. Think of the people I placed in your path at exactly the right moment. Those were not coincidences. They were reminders that I have always been guiding your story. I am still guiding it today. Some of you have become comfortable in places that no longer help you grow. Comfort can become a quiet prison, not because it is evil, but because it convinces you that staying the same is safer than trusting me. Growth always requires movement, and movement requires faith. Do not allow fear to keep you where I never intended you to remain. There are blessings waiting beyond your obedience. Not because obedience earns my love. You already have my love. Obedience simply allows you to experience what my love has prepared. You ask why I do not reveal the entire journey. Because if you saw every mountain ahead, you might refuse to begin. Instead, I show you today's step. Walk it faithfully. Tomorrow's step will become clear when tomorrow arrives. That is how relationship grows. Daily, patiently, faithfully. There are voices competing for your attention every day. The voice of fear, the voice of comparison, the voice of regret, the voice of public opinion. If you listen to every voice, your heart will become exhausted. Return to mine. My voice brings clarity. My voice brings hope. My voice never condemns those who sincerely seek me. It corrects with love. It leads with wisdom. It restores with grace. My child, do not mistake conviction for condemnation. Condemnation says, there is no hope for you. Conviction says, come back to me. One pushes you away. The other draws you home. Always remember the difference. You have been asking me to use your life. I will. But first I am teaching you to hear my voice above every distraction. A person who hears my voice clearly becomes a light in a confused world. People do not need someone who knows everything. They need someone who knows where true wisdom is found. Stay close to me. Open my word daily. Pray honestly. Listen patiently. Not every prayer needs many words. Sometimes simply sitting with me is enough. Some of the deepest changes happen in quiet moments. Do not rush away from them. The peace you have been searching for is not found in having complete control. It is found in complete surrender. Surrender is not losing. It is trusting that my hands are safer than your own. When you surrender your plans to me, I do not take away your future. I redeem it. When you surrender your fears, I replace them with courage. When you surrender your pride, I fill your heart with wisdom. When you surrender your pain, I begin healing places no one else can reach. That is my work. That is my promise. My beloved child, today I ask you for one thing. Do not ignore the gentle invitation I have placed upon your heart. If I am calling you to forgive, forgive. If I am calling you to begin again, begin. If I am calling you to trust, trust. If I am calling you to let go, release it. Every step of obedience opens the door to greater peace. Every step of faith brings you closer to my purpose. Walk confidently, not because you know exactly where the road leads, but because the one leading you has never been lost. I know every turn, every obstacle, every blessing, every answer waiting ahead. Take my hand. Do not fear the unknown. The unknown to you has always been known to me. Keep walking. Keep listening. Keep believing. I am leading you towards something better than you can currently imagine. One day you will look back and realize that the quiet feeling you almost ignored was my loving hand guiding you into one of the greatest blessings of your life. Trust me. Follow me. I will never lead you where my love cannot sustain you.